Hi, I'm Matt with Epiphan Video, and today I'm here to tell you everything that I know about Pearl Nano. Pearl Nano is our single-channel encoder that allows you to do encoding, recording, and streaming at a smaller scale production when all-in-one video production solutions might not be needed. It also gives you the flexibility of meeting those production needs while also remaining IT-friendly and secure on the network. Why don't we take a look? On the front of Pearl Nano, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack to monitor your audio in real time, an SD card slot available for your recordings, or if you're like me and a fan of SSD, we've got you covered with an M.2 slot in the bottom. A 2.2-inch screen that can be used for confidence monitoring and navigation buttons to get you through all the menu settings, a recording and a streaming button available to start and stop your events in real time. On the back of Pearl Nano, we have XLR audio inputs for professional line-level signal, and if you want consumer line-level options, RCA is also available. For your video sources, you have HDMI and SDI as inputs. We also have an HDMI pass-through and an HDMI output for confidence monitoring, a power plug in case you need it, and a network port that's also available. And if you don't like extra cables, you can ditch the power plug and you can use PoE+. And finally, a USB port, which can be used for USB-based storage or USB-based sources. Let's talk about the different ways that you can control Pearl Nano. On the front screen, you can manage your video and your audio sources, as well as your network and system level settings. As an administrator, you might want to lock the device down with a PIN code so that you can prevent unwanted hands from getting access to it. There's also a record and a stream button available to start those configured encodings. The 2.2-inch screen on the front allows you for real-time confidence monitoring. And I'm going to say it, it's the only hardware solution currently on the market that gives you that level of detail in real time, especially if you only have one shot to get it right. We also have the admin panel. This allows you to control every aspect of this device. Setting up your channel, configure your layout, manage your recording, streaming, and encoding settings. You can control your device from anywhere in the world using Epiphan Cloud. If you're not familiar with Epiphan Cloud, you can manage all of your Epiphan devices from there, including starting and stopping your events, monitoring device health, and even getting email notifications if something goes wrong. Unique to our Pearl systems, our layout designer gives you complete creative control over your composition. This means a custom background image can be added, you can manage those video and audio sources you want to use, maybe even use a transparent custom logo in the bottom, or perhaps add some text overlay. When it comes to streaming and recording, Nano gives you the ultimate flexibility to set it up just the way you want. Let me first tell you about streaming. Not only does Pearl Nano have standard streaming protocols like RTMP and RTMPS, but we also have the most up-to-date standards like SRT, HLS, and MPEG-. Speaking of SRT, Pearl Nano becomes a great contribution encoder for your remote productions. For recording, you can record directly to SD card-based storage or the internal SSD, whichever one you have installed. You can also automatically transfer those recordings directly to USB or network-based storage. As an example, if I have 10 rooms with 10 devices, I don't want to have to spend all that time running around trying to collect those recordings. With this automatic file upload option, it all ends up in the same centralized place. IT folks will love Pearl Nano because of its many security and network options. There's lots of tools available to help you troubleshoot network-related problems, like maybe a firewall or a DNS-related issue. There's also features like 802.1x, LDAP authentication, and, in highly secure environments, custom security certificates. Let's talk about integration. If you're an educational institution or a corporate entity that uses a content management system, Pearl Nano has direct integration with Panopto or Kaltura. If you like using third-party controllers, there's also a Crostron module available. Alternatively, there's also an API available for direct integration with the Pearl Nano. Now, I could talk about Pearl Nano all day, but if you're interested in learning more, book a one-on-one demo with one of our product specialists at info@epiphan.com. And until next time, thanks for stopping by.